Music is good music, you know, it doesn't matter about genre. And speaking of good music, we've got Sean Ryan back in town with us. Sean, welcome back.
Hello, hello.
A lot of folks know Sean. Sean, you've performed everywhere here on the Monterey Bay.
Yeah.
But you've been noticeably absent the last
I know,
little bit.
Where have I been?
And I give you some serious credit, man. You packed up the suitcase, you headed east to Nashville, man.
Yeah.
You've been cutting your teeth there. How's that been?
It's been really, really, really good.
Yeah. He's got a big ear-to-ear smile that you can see on Facebook Live, by the way, that if you are on Facebook, you can watch the behind-the-scenes of Pub Talk. Just go to our Facebook page, KRML 102.1FM. I want to talk more about what you've been doing in Nashville, because it does sound really exciting. But I think since you're holding a guitar and we're talking about music, why don't we go ahead and play a little bit?
All right, this is a new tune off the new album, Finer Things, called Edgar Allan Poe.
Dressed in black, did you ever believe I could ever come back? Now I know you don't take kindly words about your past, or you just don't care. I'm afraid to ask what's beyond the door. I'm afraid to know, because it's a great big world. You never know. Edgar Allan Poe, don't let your heart go, 'cause I'm all to you. You let show to the girl I went to. She was dressed in black. Did you ever believe I could ever come back? Now some stories are told, men in black, and some kept on the floor. Hope never come back, and what's beyond the door? I'm afraid to ask, because it's a great big world. It may never come back. Edgar Allan Poe, don't let your heart go, 'cause I'm all to you. You let show to the girl I was in. She was dressed in black. Did you ever believe I could ever come back? And some stories are told, men in black, and some kept on the floor. Hope never come back, and the legends were made of the greater things. The list of shame, what one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Ryan.
There's no crowd to.
We can clap really loud.
I know.
Insert the fanfare.wave right here. This is...
That was Sean Ryan you just heard. Edgar Allan Poe, a track that you actually have heard on KRML, and a part of the new album that you've been in Nashville working on.
That's right.
Nashville is the thing. I can honestly say I've seen more people move to Nashville, as far as people I know and friends, in the last 10 years than I've seen move anywhere else. And it used to be you went to New York or LA.
Right.
Now it's Nashville.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, man. It's like they're 700,000 people right now in Nashville, and by 2020, they're expecting 2 million.
That's
Wow.
too much.
It's a little much.
Yeah, it's a little much. That was kind of always the charm of it, is this quaint city with a small town feel, roots steeped in country music. It's obviously expanded to much more than just that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to ask. That's what people think is, the Grand Ole Opry, country western. But it's more than that now.
Absolutely, it's expanded. I mean, there's a rap scene out there. There's all kind of genres are out there, because now it's not just country scene. It's a international music scene in general. So you get all these musicians from doing all types of genres of music all around the world going to one place, and they're all very friendly, they're all very cool and open-minded, and they all support each other's music.
And what kind of venues are there? So we know Grand Ole Opry, but
Right.
what kind of venues are there for you guys to play?
There are, there's this 7 days a week there's live music in Nashville. So you can do anything. A lot of the things I do in Nashville is listening rooms. And you just basically have multiple artists doing their originals, and you do your tunes, and it's just great. You can go out any night of the week and just hear live music.
Well, and we were talking earlier about how under the influence has been some of them really steeped in history, like the Ryman, the Grand Ole Opry, and some of the other ones that have kind of held the place for a lot of historical figures and performances. And I think that's got to be the cool part, is that you go play, whatever, the Bluebird, and that you played there, and so did George Strait.
Right, yeah.
And things like that.
Well, I mean, another great thing is a lot of great musicians out there. Jack White's out there. Ben Folds, one of my favorites, And one time I was doing a gig on a Monday night, and there was this fabulous sax player. She just killed it. I find out later she plays with like Steely Dan and used to play with James Brown. And she's just there on a Monday night, just messing around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
It's
cool.
a culture.
It's a culture, yeah.
It's more than a location.
Yeah.
It's a culture that,
Yeah.
And there's kind of like the word is cool. Like, be cool about it. Like,
Yes.
you just be yourself, and you meet these people, and it's not the, oh my God, she's Steely Dan's sax players.
Right.
It's, oh, she's Susie.
Even though you might be shaking your left hand with your glass, thinking that you got to play it cool,
Yeah.
And not that I know tons of musicians or anything, but one thing I do know about musicians is no matter how big of a band they play with, they still just like to kind of kick it and just, I don't know, what do you call it? I don't want to, you like jam, you just kind of hang
Just
out.
play.
Yeah,
Just-
you end up with a group of people and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll pull out my guitar. And before you know it, you've got all these really awesome musicians that are doing something really cool.
I went to a New Year's Eve party, and of course everyone's a musician, and the guy who is hosting it has a record studio, which is where I recorded my album, Big Punch Music in Nashville. I got to give him a shout out. And I'm just like, man, I am so blessed that everyone here at the party are like phenomenal musicians. And the music, instead of just putting on the radio, oh no, we're just all playing. We're just playing.
I mean, it's like going to a party with a bunch of chefs. I mean, it's like everyone just starts cooking food, and you
You're
have
not
a
going
good
to
time.
get just chips and salt
No,
out of a bottle. Yeah.
I think we're on a couple technical difficulties right here, but I think we're about to be back on in business. Today's been an interesting show.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Is that where the picture of the dog comes up?
The
and it's all-
magical sound.
Yeah, it's we've had some interesting stuff. We got a gas leak.
Whoa, dang.
Not too bad, but yeah. So
That's why we're laughing so much.
I was feeling a little lightheaded there.
It's part of the fun.
that is part of the fun. Well, there we go. Well, I want people to get a little bit more of a taste on this new album you've worked on, because you did move out there. The first step, we joked about it before, was I've got A, B, C, and D all the way down, and the album was one of the first ones on there, right?
Right. There was a plan, right? There's always a plan. But then sometimes when you're in the middle of something, oh my God, the plan just turns into C, all of the above, all at once, and that's what happened. And in a very blissful way, it was a great thing. But man, it's felt like I've been out there for years already, just because of the amount of different experiences and the great people I've met and what I've been able to accomplish out there.
So, how long have you been out there?
Since May of last year, so what is that, 9-10 months?
Really, only 10 months.
I know.
Does it feel
No.
longer than that?
Yes, it feels way longer than that. Way longer.
You've lived 5 lifetimes in the last 10
man,
months.
especially touring this whole summer. I mean, I went to like about 9-10 different states. I traveled around the world 2 times as far as mileage. I mean, and that just really helped open up my eyes to a whole new perspective of things and stuff. And one of the great things about that, I just feel so relaxed and calm now. Except for like in LA traffic. But, you know what I mean? But
Nobody can.
nobody can know that. But it's just great. I love it.
Well, I like the idea that you feel calm, because I wouldn't think that would be a very relaxing.
Oh, you got to be, man.
All those miles, that would be.
You find like you have your little tricks now. Like, I know where Denver's going to be. Like, oh no, Chicago O'Hara, here we go again. Like, I feel like I'm selling O-rings, like shower curtains or something from, you know.
You could be, and when you start to get frustrated being a musician, maybe that's when you need to think like, I could be doing that.
You have friends who are traveling salesmen now.
Right, exactly.
Hey, Barney, how you doing today? I haven't seen you in a week. How's it going?
You
How's
sold
your
a
week?
whole set of Tupperware. Huh? Wow, that's great.
Congratulations. Why don't we hop back in and let people get another taste of some of the music you've been making?
All right, this is a little request from a couple of friends of mine. They want to hear this. It's called Who I Am. It's also on the album. Should I start?
Yeah, go for it.
I hope you like this song, and I hope it reaches your heart. Southbound, falling apart, my heart and soul. I've seen many faces, live in different places. None of which can compare to this. From playing a rock star to small town, sing big things with my mouth. Hear the game and call it quits. Because I finally understand, and I've grown from boy to man. Peter Man, listen, to know who I am. Seen people I soon forget, knowing things that she said. I've seen and heard them 1,000 times before. Still, my back stick to the bed, and I don't feel out of my head. Some things you just don't wanna know. Wish you had told me so. I hope you like this song, and I hope it reaches your heart. Somehow falling apart in my heart and soul. Now that I understand, and I'm wrong from boy to man. Peter Man, listen, got to know who I am.
Yay!
Ryan live here on Pub Talk on the road at Poketail Winery.
It would sound more clapping if I didn't have gloves
you with the
on.
gloves?
It is a little chilly outside. We'll get the loud ones there. Golf claps. Golf claps.
Giving my own self a clap. Let's,
That was awesome.
Well, man, it's exciting what you're doing. I'm
Thanks.
excited for you that it's kind of accelerated a lot
Yeah.
quicker than you anticipated. There's some pretty exciting stuff going on. The new album,
the new album just released digitally today.
big deal. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal, and it's a whole new life of that. And I'm so excited to finally be able to share that with everyone, man. I have so many great musicians on this album. It's really, really cool.
Well, man, for folks that have been looking for it, what's the best way for them to get it?
You go on my website, SeanRyanLive.com, or of course Facebook, Instagram. You can find a link there. It will also be on iTunes, Amazon Echo, all that fun stuff later this week. Physical copies will be out the first week of February as well, with beautiful artwork by our local Monterey artist Rory Glass.
Oh, love Rory.
Yeah.
Yes, right on. Well, I'm excited to see that. If people want to follow you, you're in the Twitter sphere, you're on Facebook, the whole thing.
All
right?
the cool kid things.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. The stuff they say you got to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, man, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thanks,
we
Jeff.
really appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
And whenever you're back in town, let us know.
Thank you.
Right on. And enjoy the festivities tonight, man. Support some of your other local musicians.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And get your hat on for Facebook
Yeah.
Live before.
Yeah.
With the
Brought
headphones.
that hat all the way across
There
the
we go.
country.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We're going to talk to one of the artists that'll be performing tonight, all part of the Under the Influence here at Folktail Winery here on the Locals radio station for Monterey Bay, KRML.